Good morning, everybody. Have a look at this this chart. I think this picture is from exercise physiology textbook. It gives you the breakdown of the substrates that are utilized while you're exercising. There's the low intensity on my left, and then the medium and high intensity exercise, and the breakdown between of your muscle stored glycogen, your fat in the muscle, and free fat in the blood, and the actual free sugar in the blood. And then we have Poppy and Jeffrey up on the bookshelf waiting for their breakfast. There we go. Don't know if I was playing it or not. So just like the kids are waiting for their breakfast, and that chart I showed you what we burned off in our in the exercise classes I teach, or doing any kind of exercise. We need to replenish the body. We need to fuel the body just like your car before you drive it. You need energy in the body that the stored glycogen you can't do anything about, but you have it. But the sugar and the actual nutrients that you of the fuel of the food you put into your body, you need that to have a good exercise session, a good workout. The better you've fueled up the body, the better exercise, the better workout you're going to have. And if you fuel the body afterwards, because you've depleted all those substrates, all those nutrients out of your blood and your muscle, if you feed the body afterwards, you'll recover. You'll have a better recovery, and you'll end up in the long run. You'll end up healthier. So that's today's workout is learning to feed yourself. So I'm gonna make some pear and cranberry and pumpkin seed and cinnamon muffins. Now I do that because I teach high intensity classes. That's what I like to do. That's how I to exercise at a high intensity, whether it's cardiovascular wise or muscle training wise. You deplete you damage the muscle systems. You damage in a minor way. You exercise it. You utilize. You get those muscles working. You get the enzyme systems working in the muscle cells, or in the heart tissue. At a level somewhere between like on that chart, 65 to 85% of your maximum. That's the best intensity to exercise to enhance the health of that muscle tissue, to enhance the health of your cardiovascular tissue, and really enhance the brain tissue too. So here's just a quick, it'll take about 5-10 minutes here, just to show you how I make the muffin recipe. A lot of people say they can't do it, make them the same way, but now you'll know how. So 3 level cups of whole wheat flour. That's the only thing I really am fussy about. Wheat germ. So I'll put there's 1 level cup, and then a little bit. That's the way I bake. Same with the wheat bran, about a cup and a half, cup and 3/4. I'm gonna put some cranberries. Cranberries are a great antioxidant source. So there's a cup and a bit. Pumpkin seeds, great for. I use it for just to add some texture to the actual mixture. Lost my spoon. Here's my spoon. Oh. Cinnamon for flavor. So I use now. That's my heaping teaspoon. A couple teaspoons of cinnamon. Now this is I use the no-name brand of baking powder. So that's 3 big teaspoons of baking powder. I find Superstore brand works a lot better than the name brand. And a nice big spoon of baking soda. I need a spoon. So that's the dry ingredients. Mix that up. Now now I'm gonna add the fruit. So I've got 8 mashed bananas. I've got 7 small pears cut up. 2 eggs beaten up with a fork. And then I judge the milk by how runny those 8 mashed bananas are. So you'll get used to it. So I'm going to use about a cup and a third of milk, and then just some olive oil Now, olive oil is a source of omega-3 fatty acids. So again, that's good. That's good for maintenance of the cell membranes. We can't manufacture our omega-3s in our body. So this is 3 cups of oil. So we need to take those omega-3 fatty acids into the body from things like flaxseed, olive oil, or eggs that have been fed with that same flaxseed, that end up having that omega-3s within the actual egg when it comes out. So then I just mix that up. This is going to make 24 muffins, which I make for people to help them to recover from exercise. The recovery from the exercise is just as important as the exercise itself. So that's the mixture, and then that'll make 24 jumbo size muffin tins, or sorry, muffins in jumbo size muffin papers. Again, you can only buy, I've only seen them at Superstore, Co-op, and Safeway. Sobeys, I mean, no more Safeway. Only have large. So I like the jumbo size, because you can put in a little bit more mixture to make a little bit bigger. So what's the time here? Oh, 10 minutes. And then a minute of discussion. So that's what I do most mornings. Once you got it in the papers, throw it in the oven for 33 minutes. Now I use, I've given the recipe out before. I have the temperature at about 300, on my oven is 385 degrees. It seems to be a little bit cooler. It's electronic, but no oven is identical. You'll get to know your oven and the consistency, or the actual how much you want it to cook. Or how doughy it like anything, like exercise or getting better at doing squats. You gotta practice to make sure the consistency of your, or whatever, the squat is good, the consistency of your muffin is where you want it. Oh, just like the video of the chiffon cake making. Everybody learns differently. Well, there's only 3 or 4 ways to learn, but I like to actually learn by doing the actual exercise, or making the baking or muffin. So I'm just topping up the small ones. I've done this every morning for the last few years, I guess. So hopefully, the problem with my camera is the video. Sometimes once you pause it for too long, there we go. So we've got 24 muffins ready to go in the oven for 33 minutes. And then hopefully I'll be able to show you the product. I'll put it on pause. So that took 14 minutes. I'll put it on pause, and hopefully you'll get a nice hot muffin if my camera doesn't shut off, or in 33 minutes. And it's been 33 minutes. And here we go. There's the 24 muffins. Now, the muffins mixture of it has all our macronutrients. Has protein, has complex carbohydrates and healthy fats. Now you should have start to eat after you've exercised. They say that it's said about within 10 minutes you know of when you're done. Now that's the start, the digestion. Now it takes about 20 minutes for your stomach to start actually emptying what you've ingested, and it probably takes close to an hour by the time the small intestine releases the enzymes to break down the proteins to their component amino acids and carbohydrates to sugars, and the fat just gets absorbed right into the bloodstream, and again, so that will replenish the glycogen you burned off in your muscle, as the graph showed. You can hear the cats fighting. They've had their breakfast, and the amino acids will begin will begin to build that muscle tissue that's broken down. Anyway, so I need to get a knife. Anyway, so it's time for me to have my lunch, and you have a good day.